Here's your goat.
Coming up, Jason Tatum is plotting a potential return.
And a Chicago Bears legend is hanging up the cleats. Stay tuned to find out who. Welcome to WEBN Sports. I'm Andrew Miller.
And I'm Gina Simeone. Let's get right into the top stories in the sports world.
Shocking news from the NFL. The Chicago Bears Pro Bowl center Drew Dalman has announced he's retiring from football at just 27 years old. Dalman informed the team of his decision after 5 seasons in the league, including 4 with the Atlanta Falcons.
There have been reports that Celtics forward Jason Tatum will potentially make a return this Friday when the Celtics host the Dallas Mavericks at home. Tatum has been practicing in 5-on-5 scrimmages with the Celtics G League and has reached 40 weeks of recovery. Tatum told reporters he feels good and is trying to get back to 100%. Fans were sent into a frenzy when they saw on the ESPN app Jason Tatum could be a game-time decision for Wednesday's game against the Charlotte Hornets, but the team announced he will be out.
In a strange moment around the NBA, Trae Young was ejected from a Washington Wizards game before even making his debut with the team. The 4-time All-Star, who was sitting on the bench in street clothes while recovering from an injury, stepped onto the court during a third-quarter altercation to protest a missed call involving Houston's Tari Eason. Officials quickly ruled him technical and tossed Young from the game. The incident came during Washington's 123-118 loss to the Houston Rockets. It marked Young's first ejection with the Wizards, despite not playing a single minute. Young is expected to make his official debut later this week against the Utah Jazz.
The Celtics dominated the Milwaukee Bucks 108-81 in Giannis Antetokounmpo's return game after being out for the last few months with a calf injury.
From this challenge, Giannis rejected the screen and went right to the rack. Yeah, your Ugo. Support by South Coast Health, providing exceptional care.
Starters scored in double figures. Peyton Pritchard had 25 points off the bench and has been consistent after being moved to the bench from the starting lineup. Jaylen Brown was out with an illness after putting up an incredible performance in Celtics' Sunday win against the Philadelphia 76ers. The Celtics take on the Charlotte Hornets Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. With more news from the NBA, we'll hear from our NBA correspondent, Pranati Kotam-Raju. Pranati?
Thanks, guys. With the 2025 to 2026 NBA season beginning to heat up, Houston Rockets star forward Kevin Durant says the wide-open playing field makes for a more exciting playoff race. He pointed to the new salary cap rules, including the first and second aprons, as key factors in giving more teams a real chance to contend. With no dominant super team in either conference, the standings appear more balanced and unpredictable. That kind of uncertainty is what Durant says makes the league more competitive. An ESPN investigation reports that the latest gambling scandal linked to the NBA has reached former player and coach Chauncey Billups. While Billups has not been charged with a crime, the case shows how betting investigations are reaching deeper into league circles. The situation has intensified questions from fans and insiders alike about the NBA's growing ties to sports gambling and how it plans to safeguard competitive integrity. The latest power rankings show the Boston Celtics holding steady in the top 5 as they continue to prove they are one of the most consistent contenders in the NBA. Despite ups and downs around the league, Boston has maintained strong play on both ends of the floor and remained firmly in the championship conversation. Analysts point to their depth, defense, and veteran leadership as key reasons they have stayed near the top of the rankings heading into the final stretch of the season. That's all I have for the NBA. Back to you guys at the desk.
We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we're going to come back to the match that sealed the Big 12 championship.
Find out which teams have taken advantage of the MLB's new ABS system.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Welcome back to WEBN Sports. The Boston Red Sox could be dealing with a significant injury early in spring training. Manager Alex Cora says infielder Brendan Rodgers, a former Golden Glove winner, is likely headed for shoulder surgery after suffering an injury during camp. The second baseman suffered an injury while diving for a line drive during a spring training game, and scans have already showed concerning results. He's expected to seek a second opinion from a specialist, but Cora says surgery is the most likely outcome. If surgery required, Rodgers would possibly begin the season on the injured list, dealing a setback to his chances of making the team.
According to ESPN, the Athletics had the highest success rate using the automated ball strike system to overturn ball and strike calls during the first 10 days of spring training. The World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers had the lowest rate, winning 21.4% of ABS appeals. The MLB experimented with ABS during spring training last year, and teams won 52.2% of their ball strike challenges. Each team has the ability to challenge 2 calls per game, but if a team is out of challenges for a game tied after 9 innings, they would be awarded an additional challenge in each extra inning. With more news from the MLB, we'll head to our correspondent, Addie Koza.
Thanks, guys. Atlanta Braves outfielder Jurickson Profar is facing a major one-season suspension after testing positive for performance-enhancing drugs for the second time in the last year. Profar faced an 80-game suspension last season after testing positive for the same drug. Additionally, he must forfeit his $15 million salary for the 2026 season, leaving 1 season remaining in his 3-year contract with the Braves. The 6th World Baseball Classic is set to begin tomorrow in Tokyo, Japan, with China facing off against Australia. The World Baseball Classic is played every 4 years and features the best baseball talent from around the world competing for the international title. Japan, led by Shohei Ohtani, is looking to defend their title once again. 41-year-old Max Scherzer says that he just wants to pitch. The 3-time Cy Young Award winner will do just that after announcing his return for the 19th MLB season, pitching once again for the Toronto Blue Jays. Scherzer signed a 1-year, $3 million deal, making it his 2nd season with the team. That's all I have for the MLB. Back to you at the desk.
In men's college basketball, number 2 Arizona defeated number 6 Iowa State 73-57 to clinch the outright Big 12 regular season title. Guard Jaden Bradley led the Wildcats with 17 points, while Mote Kari added 13 in the win. Arizona defense dominated the game, limiting the Cyclones' top scorers throughout the night. The victory improved the Wildcats 28-2 overall, securing their first ever Big 12 regular season championship since joining the conference.
It is March, so that means that March Madness is right around the corner.
When we come back, learn who ended the Bruins' 10-game winning streak.
And find out more about the Detroit Lions' shocking offseason move.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it. Talk to doctor now and share it.
Get it, slip it, cuff it, check it. High blood pressure silently affects millions of Americans. Staying on top of your blood pressure is as simple as these 4 easy steps. Self-monitoring is power. Visit manageyourbp.org to learn more.
Welcome back to WEBN Sports. The Philadelphia Flyers ended Boston Bruins winning streak 3-1 on Saturday night.
East. A must 2 points. You'd have to think, Weeksy, and they got them. They certainly did. They needed them.
The game remained scoreless until the third period when Travis Contry opened the scoring and later assisted to give Philadelphia the lead. Bruins defenseman Charlie McVoy cut the deficit to 1, but Sean Courtier sealed the win with an empty goal late in the game. When the win helped Philadelphia move closer in the Eastern Conference playoff race, pulling within striking distance of Boston for a wildcard spots.
New York Rangers forward and captain J.T. Miller has been placed on injured reserve today due to an upper body injury. According to sources, he suffered the injury in Monday's 5-4 overtime loss against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Miller has played in all 3 of the Rangers' games since returning from the Olympic break, in which he helped Team USA win a gold medal. He has scored 14 goals and 38 points in 51 games for the Rangers this season and has a -24 rating. With more news from the NHL, we'll hear from our NHL correspondent, Kelly Egan. Kelly?
Thanks, guys. The Bruins play against the Penguins tonight at TD Garden. The team is hoping to keep up their 10-game home winning streak. This comes after their loss last game to the Flyers 3-1. So far this season, the Bruins have 33 wins and 21 losses, 5 of those coming in overtime. Blackhawks defenseman Connor Murphy was traded to the Oilers in exchange for a 2028 second-round draft pick. This ends Murphy's 9-year run with Chicago, and the 32-year-old now sits at a pending unrestricted free agent with a $4.4 million cap hit. Just a few hours before the trade was announced, the Oilers general manager Stan Bowman said he was in search of a right-shot defenseman ahead of the trade deadline. Golden Knights captain Mark Stone will not play in the team's game against the Sabres tonight in Buffalo. This comes after Stone left the Knights game against the Penguins Sunday night due to an undisclosed injury. Knights coach Bruce Cassidy said on Sunday that the Stones' upper body injury was getting looked at and that he understands why fans are worried for the team captain. That's all I have for the NHL. Back to you at the desk.
Lionel Messi delivered a classic performance on Sunday night, scoring twice to lead Inter Miami to a 4-2 comeback over Orlando. Miami trailed 2-0 at halftime, but Messi sparked a 4-goal second-half rally, first tying the match in the 57th minute before sealing the win with a 90th minute free kick. The goals were Messi's first of the MLS season and pushed his incredible MLS total to 52 goals in just 55 regular season matches. The defending champion Inter Miami picked up their first win of the season and hope to build that momentum when it faces DC United next week.
Detroit Lions running back David Montgomery was traded to the Houston Texans on Monday in exchange for a 2026 4th-round pick, a 2027 7th-round pick, and offensive lineman Juice Scruggs. That's all we have tonight. Thank you for watching WEBN Sports.
We hope you'll join us again next time. For more news in the sports world, we could stay updated on our coverage on YouTube at WEBN Boston. Have a good night.